Hello, how we doing? Hope you're doing well. I've actually switched over, so not on my 9070 XT anymore. As was the poll yesterday, voted for the 5090, so I switched over to that. It's been a little while actually since I've been on this. GPU, a couple of weeks, isn't it? So we'll be checking that out on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Still obviously can, still got plenty to play. Sorry, my mic. Still got plenty to play through on this game. Hopefully, should be pretty decent FPS really with the 5090, considering what we saw with the 9070 XT. Could hopefully not be too bad. You sort the overlay. Hoping I got the overlay right, because when I switch GPUs, it seems to mess up all of my stats. So I have to spend a little time fixing it. Beamar, hello, Mr. Swiss Cheese, yo. I'm good. How are you? Can I start the stream at 4K? Yes, yeah, we'll be looking at 4K first. Desgard, hello. As usual, do make sure to drop a like on the stream as you're coming in. Try and get as many likes. Then actually, we've got I think we maybe did 300 yesterday. Now, actually, I'll say this now before I forget. I didn't double check officially if this supports DLSS 4, but if anything, I might actually be able to show you. It does look like I can override it from the app. So I have. Whether it actually works or not, because it seems a little temperamental in that it... oh, okay, it looks alright now. It before was saying not supported, but it looks to me like it is supported. I'll show you anyway. Let me make my stream so I can actually see. So this is the game here, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and if we go on to the override preset, you can see here we've got it set to the latest, which will be DLSS 4, so super resolution here. I can't actually... There we go. And then for frame generation, I've got it overridden to ×4, so that's multi-frame generation, so we'll have a look at that as well. I'm hoping it is going to work. Like I said yesterday, this is a review copy of the game, so whether that'll actually work, like frame generation, multi-frame generation will actually work or not, I don't know. We'll have to find out. It might be a case of there'll actually be proper support for it on the tomorrow. Essentially, the version of the game I have, I switch over to the full released version, so like it might, it might play a bit different. But we'll find out. Sorry, I'm just connecting my controller. Isaac, hello. All right, let's have a look at the settings. I'm not sure what we'll even have left it on. So if you come down here, got it set to 4K at the moment, 3040 by 2160. For some reason we've got FSR on. We'll I'll leave it on TAA just at first. We'll leave it to native, so there'll be no scaling and no frame generation or anything like that. We've got that switched off there. And then we'll obviously, as usual, we'll switch through all the settings and stuff. Interestingly, I do actually have ray tracing switched down, so hang on, let's double check all this. I'll set the overall preset to ultra high, and then I'll go through each of the settings, because the preset doesn't actually max your settings out. So some of it, for example, it only puts ray tracing to high, whereas there is indeed a ultra high. Let's just quickly run through just so we know we're definitely maxed. I think we pretty much... Okay, some of the settings it doesn't max. That's ultra high. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much. That's pretty much it. Everything max. It's going to reset, isn't it? Bogdan, hello. So let's quickly, now that it's reset, let me just run through it again really quick. Just to make sure. So we have got field of view set to 100% as well, but I'm at 4K here, no scaling, so native. And then we've got everything fully maxed, so ray tracing set to the max. All the other graphics are also maxed out. So let's have a look. And I mean, look at this, just about doing 60, 65 there. I did think we'd be getting a little bit more than that. Oof. Dipping into, oh my god, like 50 FPS. Let's hope this plays better on the full release. I mean, it's not terrible, you know, 50 to 60. I could play this game with it 4K with it maxed, but you know, this is like a, I don't even, you know, this is like a $2 to $3 grand GPU. Shee! Probably going to mostly get like a sort of 55, 56 average, which is pretty nuts. On the hardware though, it doesn't actually look too bad. Like, look at this VRAM, 9.4 gigs of VRAM. That's really low. I think that's probably the lowest I've seen playing at 4K with settings like this. I'd be expecting this to be at least 12 or 13. You know, upwards of even sometimes 14 at 4K. Even power, look, 460 watts is nowhere near. I'd be expecting this to use sort of, you know, on the 5090, I've seen it be using like 580 normally at 4K. Of 100, 120 watts on top of this. It's frame time though actually doesn't look too bad though, does it? 47. Frame time looks pretty smooth. I have to play through a little bit. Oh my god, again dips down to 49. Definitely was not expecting that. I was expecting more, like sort of 80 FPS or something. MG, hello. Gonna head towards it. It does look good though, this game. I do find sometimes the colours, I don't think the colours, you know, like Ghost of Tsushima, I think they really nailed the colours in that game. This game looks a little bit bland, you know? I feel like they could have gone a bit more colourful with it. Maybe it's just the weather at the moment. So I'll just, you know, we'll play through this just for a little bit, and then, like I said, we'll change the settings around. I've just gone straight through some sort of camp. We'll maybe actually try out some combat here. Should we try out here? These are all quite high level. Ow. And I've also got no health. Which might not have been the smartest idea. But I'm an absolute pro, so got to remember all the controls actually. As long as I know parry and the... So in the combat, it's round about... The FPS isn't particularly dropping that far, is it? It's mostly pretty much similar FPS. Not getting any huge drops or anything. Damn. There we go. Whoa. Okay, this is not good. No, how did that rock hit me? I need health. Get me out of here. How do I get health? Actually, no, I have to pick up bushes and stuff. So yeah, definitely in the dense forest areas, does seem like it'll Doesn't dip too badly into the 40s. It mostly sort of hovers around a 49, doesn't it? Still not ideal, but... Do I have HDR on? No. No, I have it permanently switched off because it looks terrible on my monitor.
I'll seize the moment. I must approach carefully.
Oh, damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Also have to check out DLAA. That might maybe be worth switching on now. Because if anything, that might drop our FPS by sort of 1 or 2. Even more from where we are currently. So if I come in here, we go DLSS. We go native AA there, which is DLAA. Normally don't notice too much difference really at 4K. But I'll leave that on for a little bit as well. Probably going to be very hard to notice on YouTube, to be honest, watching it back. Because of how compressed that is, but... Don't I run an OLED? No. No, to be honest, I'm not really completely sold on OLEDs, because I use my computer mainly for work, like my full-time job. Not gaming or anything, so... And I'm worried that it would burn in, because probably 80 to 85% of my time at my PC is not gaming, it's working, so... I'm not sure an OLED would really suit my... It'd be cool to have for gaming, but I just worry it might burn in. And also it's very expensive as well. Probably at some point I would like to get one. I'm in absolutely no dire need to do it at the moment. If you don't want OLED, yeah, this monitor I've got is an IPS monitor. $5090 not really doing that much better than a 9070 XT. Oh no, it's quite significant. It's over double. With these settings on my 9070 XT, it was like 30 FPS, wasn't it? So it is quite considerably more. When you think of it like that, it is doubling it basically. Because we had about 25, lowest of about 25 FPS with these settings on the 9070 XT. So, although this obviously, yeah, this isn't incredibly high FPS, but it does double from what we saw yesterday with these settings. So that's obviously still quite a big difference. Leo, hello.
I need to paint this.
Now I think, is my objective in there? But I know that, yeah, I mean, I'll have to see, because I don't really have any money right now. I've just probably dropped like 3 or 4 grand on GPUs in the last like 2 months. I don't really have any money for anything else. The issue is I've got no health though. I don't really know if I want to be in a fight. So interestingly, VRAM here has actually crept up now to about 10, so that's a little bit better. I want to just try and fix my health out. I can't remember how to... Wait, who am I assassinating? Why did I assassinate? Oh, it's a military area, that's why. This isn't... I thought this was the mission. This isn't even the mission. The water looks pretty good. Look at that. That looks pretty good. And this looks a bit more colourful here, doesn't it? Ray tracing. Yeah, we'll try. You can't actually fully switch ray tracing off. You can only switch it to low. But we will try with it set to low in a little bit. I want to try DLSS and stuff first because I have got multi-frame generation overridden from the Nvidia app, so not entirely sure if it will work or not because this is, like I say, this is not actually... This is a review version of the game, so I don't even know if multi-frame generation will actually work or not, but we'll find out. How do I get up here? That is a long way up. Can I not use my... There's a way up here. First Incan, hello. Oh, the waypoint's at the top of that. How cool does that look? How am I playing? I get an early copy from Ubisoft. Comes out tomorrow though. Whoa. So not that much longer. Oh, I thought it was going to I thought it was going to assassinate. Can I not just hit him off? FPS does seem to fluctuate a little bit when I'm in combat, doesn't it? I felt like I could feel it dropping a bit then.
I saw something.
Whoa. I don't want to kill all these civilians, but I think they're going to spot me. Noah, hello.
What could that be?
Well, that guy's going to spot me. You can do this as well, which I think is quite funny. It's like this is Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid. Now, could this be food? Some sort of resource. You can do this as well. 4 AM tomorrow morning it comes out. Oh, nice. You could play it before work. Okay, I've actually got some health now. Getting sidetracked from what I was trying to do, trying to climb to the top of this one line. The view's going to be crazy. Oh, what's that? Defeat who? Defeat all the samurai. Interesting. Look at the view. You can see almost... where was we yesterday? I think I was down there at the port. Was it down that way? Or is it just over there? There it is. Look at that. Do I like the graphics? I think so. How am I liking it now? It's definitely nicer to obviously play at 60 FPS. Compared to the sort of equivalent, what was yesterday with these same settings. Like I said, it was about 25, 30, wasn't it? So it's definitely nicer to play at 60. I'm gonna now drop to, not drop, but I'm gonna enable DLSS. So like I showed at the beginning of this stream, I have overridden DLSS 4 from the Nvidia app. So this at the moment should be using DLSS 4 We'll know for sure when I switch frame generation on, because will it be multi-frame generation or not? We'll obviously find out when I do that. This does that's given us sort of about another 20 FPS already, hasn't it, straight away? I think overall, can I jump from here? Some of these, oh, maybe it's from here. Here we go. Are you ready? There it is. Looks very good though, with DLSS quality here. Not really telling the difference between that and native. Once you have native AA. Honestly, no different. Oh. Seems like a lot of people in this. Oh god. Seems like a lot of people in this area, doesn't it? Can I whistle? How do I do that? New drivers came out today. Nice. Yeah, I have the latest ones. Was that today, was it? The Nvidia drivers? Because I DDU'd everything. Obviously, I switched from my 9070 XT. DDU'd everything, switched it over, and I did see it had a March driver, but I didn't actually even see what the date was. But I seem to be able to override it from the Nvidia app, so yeah, it does seem like it does support it, which is good. It's a shame it doesn't officially support it for AMD FSR4 yesterday, where you have to mod it. Can I do transformer mode? Yeah, this is using the transformer model, yeah. Whoa, where did he come from? And the bird tag enemies, I don't believe, at least how far I've got in the story so far, there is no bird. You purely do everything through just look, so you have to go up to a high vantage point and you just look and tag, but I don't know if maybe you unlock something later on.
What is that noise?
But I don't have anything like that as of yet. Oh wait, what happened? Damn it. I think the red meant that I can't, like I can't assassinate him, I guess. He's got a gun. Oh, this might actually be the samurai that I needed to kill, I think. Yeah, I think I can get the box, actually. I think that means that I can now open that box, doesn't it? Let me check. Should work, fingers crossed. Yeah, no, I've got it overridden to ×4 in the app. My concern is that that might only work in the official game when it releases tomorrow, if that makes sense, because I'm on a different version. That would be my only concern there. Like, on the review version I have, it might not work. But like I say, I'll switch it on in a second. We'll find out. How's the game? I like it. I think it's pretty good. So we see a bit more of an average of about 80 FPS there, but I am still getting it dipped down to close to 60 here. Has brought my power down by quite a bit. It's almost brought it down by about 100 watts there. It's quite a lot, but I'm seeing GPU usage actually fluctuate a lot, 90%. So it's definitely better with DLSS, but do you still see the FPS? Oh, you've got to defeat all of them. Wow. That's a... Wait, there's another box down there. Hang on. Did I get that one? This guy picks on the wrong person. Oh, damn, he used the red. I'm a katana. I've probably got a ton of stuff I can actually upgrade, haven't I? I'll jump off the top. It dropped from 60 even at ray tracing. Yeah, no, we'll check that out. I had... This is with FSR... FSR? DLSS 4 quality at the moment. So, yeah, natively, we had... The lowest we had natively in the forest was about 49 we saw, which is pretty low, isn't it? Averaged mostly sort of 55 to 60, but yeah, it did drop in some bits. Really wasn't expecting that. I thought we'd see maybe at least 70 or 80. Right, I'm going to get out of here now, because... Try and get over to that mission. What do I... Shall I just go ahead and maybe... We might as well check out multi-frame generation, really, see if that does work. So, if you did want to see the Nvidia app, I did show it at the start of the stream, and you can see that I have got it set to 4 times multi-frame generation, and I've got DLSS overridden to the latest version, so I did show that. If I put that on here, DLSS frame generation. There it is. It does work. Look at that. My God. There it is, the 230. It's been a while since I've seen it do that. It's funny seeing it go from like 70 to 230. Right, just have a look at this frame time here. Still that same issue with MSI where it messes with the frame time. I think overall you'll be able to handle frame generation on this game because in terms of VRAM, it does obviously add a little bit of VRAM, but I don't think VRAM's too high on this game, really. Even power sort of stayed roughly the same. I'll tell you what I do want to do. Let's, let me enable... That should do latency. I think you can actually probably see what I'm looking at anyway. Yeah, so I'll put average PC latency here. Hopefully that works. At the moment it's 0. And there's no way we're on 0 millisecond latencies, are we? Might have to go with maybe just render latency. Because for some reason it's not picking it up. I could maybe quit out. I'll maybe try and reboot or something, maybe. Doesn't seem like it's picking it up, does it? Oh my God. Wait, what?
I'm tired of the hooting. I'm not afraid of you.
Thank you for doing this. It really shows people what GPUs can do, even though... That's alright. I enjoy... You know, I enjoy playing games and also testing sort of GPUs, seeing what they can do. Just kind of curious about that, really. So I'm glad that it's of some value to be able to watch. So this multi-frame generation on actually holds 220, 230 quite well. Normally when I've switched it on before, in other games, it can fluctuate a lot, but it seems like it's fairly stable at around about 220, 230, isn't it? It's a shame I can't quite see the latency. I can't feel any difference in terms of just myself sort of being able to play it. We'll obviously have added some latency, but it definitely hasn't made it unplayable or anything. Like, I can't tell. And that'll be mostly because we did have about 60 to 70 before I switched it on, so you shouldn't really be able to feel too much of a difference with it like that. It's going to be more if you had like sort of 30 or 40 FPS or something. Try and when I drop ray tracing down, it'll make me reboot anyway, so we'll maybe that'll fix the latency. Should you upgrade from a 90? Should you upgrade from a 7900 XTX to a 5090? I mean, you'll see an improvement there, obviously, but is that worth it or not? I don't. Only you can decide that, really. Because if a 5090 where you live is like $3,000, I'd say no. Probably don't. Don't do it. Depends what you're looking for, I guess. I mean, I think the 5090 is only really if you're just absolutely trying to push all boundaries and play at like 4K ray tracing, because even at that, it can't, you know, it can't technically do that in a lot of games at 60. It'll still struggle. But then I could understand if you wanted a 5090 for that, or if you also, you know, you might have other needs for it in terms of stuff like work stuff, like if you're using like Blender or just anything like this, then obviously it's a different story, but specifically gaming, I can understand that. Like if you just wanted to absolutely max everything at 4K, then that's really, there's not many GPUs that'll even get close to be able to do that, and a 5090 in some games can't, so, but I mean, only you can really say if it's worth that money or not. I can't, you know, I can't say that for you. It's going to be a individual thing of whether that, you could be a millionaire and then the price of a 5090 would be like okay for you, you know. So it'd be hard for me to say if it'd be worth it or not. I'm not quite sure what your aim is, or
Tomiko said I might find.
Sorry, that's a bit of a long-winded answer. It's a tough thing to answer because I do think it's a very personal thing of if it's worth it or not. Like, for something that might be worth it for me might not be worth it for someone else, if you see what I mean. Vice versa, something I might think's not worth it might be worth it for someone else. There's too many factors in between. So, overall multi-frame generation, like, not too bad really. I mean, image-wise, can't really see any difference in terms of image. Not got any ghosting or anything. Generally seems mostly okay. Definitely, I mean, my monitor only goes up to 144 Hz anyway, so 220, 230 is not going to make any difference, but does it feel smoother than I had at like 70? Honestly, I don't know. It feels the same.
I thank you for stopping. Not many linger with the bandit presence here.
They've been causing you trouble?
Trouble for everyone. I see most of what goes on here while grazing my animals. Things going missing in
How's
the
the
night.
loading time?
People stalked. Animals butchered.
It's pretty.
What if I'm next?
It's pretty good, I think. It probably seems maybe faster than previous Assassin's Creed games.
If it comes to that.
It's been a while since I played any Assassin's Creed games, though. It's definitely probably faster than Valhalla. I remember that took ages. It's generally quite quick because it puts you straight into that sort of lobby area, and then once you select your which character of like which game series, pretty much loads you in like fairly quickly. Akshay, hello. So what settings did we want to see next? Did we maybe want to go back to 4K native and check ray tracing set to low, that would obviously definitely be a worthwhile thing to have a look at before we maybe drop down to 1440p. It's about 6,000 US dollars in your yeah. I mean, at that price, I'd fairly confidently say it's not worth it. Just wait maybe for next 6090, or maybe even a 5090 Super, or maybe a 5090 Ti Super. I actually just realised I think this is from a different save that I don't think it's too far back. Yeah, because this mission we did I think yesterday, didn't we? I think I accidentally loaded the wrong. It doesn't matter. It's pretty much in the same place, I think.
I'm looking for a tepu with gold ornaments.
Does it only look stuttery? It's probably because I have multi-frame generation on. You're probably only seeing the my like base FPS. You're not seeing the frame generated FPS, if that makes sense.
I'm wasting my time here.
Unless the stream is really stuttery again. Want to grab this because I did this yesterday, didn't I? I grabbed that waypoint. I'll grab it again. Might be a nice. Can I drive these? Oh, I don't think I can.
That must be a Nanban ship.
Not drive, sail, I guess.
Across the sea.
I do feel the water and boats are a little bit underwhelming when you compare this to something like Black Flag. In terms of, although that game's old now graphics-wise, but does anyone else feel that? It just feels a bit rushed. Although I think they're actually... Are they not is it remastering Black Flag? $70 FPS on a 1080p. I mean, we'll have a look. I'll drop it down to 1080p in a bit. I would hope to think it's a little bit higher than that because we had about 60-ish at 4K. But from what we saw yesterday, there doesn't seem like there's big differences between the resolutions. Do you see what I mean about the boats area when you sort of compare it to some of the other games? It just looks a little bit sort of just chucked in. It's a ground up remake. Nice. That'll be good because I never. It might be. It might offend someone, but I've not completed Black Flag. I have played it, but when I've tried to play it more recently, I feel like the game's a little bit old. Some of the movement feels a bit janky. And when I heard about the remake, I thought, I'll just wait for that. I'm gonna crash this. Boom. Shoten, hello.
I need to keep out of sight.
Should complete it as good. Yeah, well, I might as well wait though for the remake. No. this point. This guy's sleeping, standing up. You see that? I do have a special... I forget how to do it. The sight eagle vision. There you go.
My ears are sharp.
This bro's about to get absolutely done. Done Xeno. The demo is just a 40-minute... Oh, okay. Oh, the full game's... Is there a date for the full game, or...? I mean, I can check it out anyway. I was supposed to get early access. I got early access because I've got the channel. So you can apply for the Ubisoft partner program is what it's called. Anyone can apply, but you need to have like a channel or some sort of, you know, social like following, I guess. But you apply and then they, I guess, approve it or not, whether it takes a while. First Assassin's Creed game was... My first Assassin's Creed game was actually the very, very first game on Xbox. Because I used to play... I liked the... Well, actually, I had a friend who was really into the Prince of Persia games, and we used to play those. And then Assassin's Creed came out, and he bought that. And we used to play that. Back in the days where there wasn't really any multiplayer, and you would go around your mate's house and play, you know? On their console, and you'd take it in turns. And then, yeah, it got me into Assassin's Creed. Do I get anything from Nvidia because I have a channel? No. All my hardware and GPUs and everything I buy myself. At least as of yet, I haven't got anything for free. Worms kept the blood off. FX, because he uploaded on YouTube, is it allowed? It seems to be fine, yeah. I played yesterday with it, the blood on, and my video is fine. My stream's fine. It's got no restrictions. I did worry a little bit about that, but it didn't get any restrictions, and I probably played for, what, like 3 hours yesterday? So, I think it's fine. Have I tried asking AMD or Nvidia? No, to be honest, I don't even know where to, like, how. Like, I don't even know how I would contact anyone like that. Well, that's great. How do I get out of that? Oh, no. What have I actually got to do here? Has it got HDR? I believe so. Let me check. I believe it had it in one of the menus. Unless I'm going completely crazy. Did we see it in this game, or am I thinking of another game? I could have sworn it might be in another setting, no? I could have sworn I saw it. It would be under, it'd be under video though, right? Maybe it doesn't. I could have sworn I saw it, but I don't think I can see the setting. It doesn't look like the settings there. I think I might be thinking of another game. I'm using AV1 for the stream. No. Who have I got to talk to here? This is the same mission I did yesterday because I accidentally loaded the wrong save.
You think we're playing? Ha! I'll cut out your tongue.
That could be Heiji, and it looks like he's in trouble.
Your mother should have drowned. What's the use of a knife?
Image calibration, was that a setting? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there it is. That's a good find. Otherwise I'd probably have never seen that because it was covered by the overlay. But it is there, HDR, that's where I saw it. I could have sworn, I thought, I feel like I've definitely seen it because when I booted the game it asks you on like your first boot of it. It's there. It's grayed out for me because I have it completely switched off in Windows because it looks terrible on my monitor. Oh, where? I don't understand who I've got to talk to here. He's in the southwestern... He's east. I found him yesterday, didn't I? You're downloading now? Is it preload?
Maybe compared to you.
Oh, it is that guy. There we go then. I just drop down and absolutely go ham. I do find this game kind of awkward when the targeting feels just really not, like, right to me. No. Burn through so much health. This guy's just watched me just absolutely massacre everyone. Where did I get my 5090? Got it from Scan in the UK.
You did not fight back.
I do not spill blood. I make tools.
So target
could have
switching. It
killed
does
you.
target switch, but it just doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't feel right.
When death comes for me.
I am not brave. I am broken.
Broken?
My parents built this forge to make tobacco knives. They were the best in Sakai, and very valuable. And my parents were killed.
Like when I think of,
I do not make them.
you know, like Black Flag
I'm
combat
sorry
where
for your
it
loss,
seemed to
Heiji.
switch
I'm a friend
target
of Tomiko.
better,
She sent me to you.
more automatically. I don't know.
I am in her debt.
On
You
this,
could use your help
in a
to
fight like
Tomiko
that,
now.
you'd be fighting,
Come to Setsu. Whatever
and
debt you
it seems
owe
to
will be
like
repaid.
hard lock. It's like really
Might even
stiff to
find
try
a
and
way
get
to
the
fix
lock
what
off the
has been
person who's
broken.
actually now
There is
further
nothing
away
for
from me.
here now.
If you see what I mean.
I will pack what is left.
And when you're fighting 4 or 5 people,
We
one
will be
person all of a
waiting.
sudden goes really far, but it'll like still really hard lock, and you have to be quite aggressive on the stick to get it to move. It might just be me. It feels like weirder. I don't know. So I think let's get frame generation and stuff off, and we'll try native with just ray tracing set to low. Ray tracing, yeah, you can't fully switch it off. You can only switch ray tracing to low. Current settings, well, we had DLSS set to quality. You can see that there, and then I had multi-frame generation on as well. So I'm going to switch those off. So that'll be the difference there, look. Between native and DLSS quality multi-frame generation from 50 to what was it? 230. Quite a large difference, that. So, definitely be interesting to see ray tracing low. I think it'd probably give us maybe 20 FPS. Oh, look at this here, 43. That's rough. That's the lowest we've seen, I think, 43 there. That is crazy we're getting that. Must almost just like this lighting in this bit. Still slightly heavier on the GPU, I think, in this area. 460, 480 watts of power. It's still fairly low compared to what I would expect when we're normally getting about 580, 570 with a game at 4K with settings like this. So that does seem quite low. Even VRAM 2, 10.8 gig now. It's quite low in the context of other games we've seen. Would ideally really prefer or expect to be doing sort of 70 to 80, really, in this. This does seem pretty low, doesn't it? Considering we can do path tracing at 4K at about 25, 30, and that's path tracing. So to be doing in the 40s with this kind of seems a bit rough. We're breaking 500 watts here now, though, which looks a bit better. But that's what I was going to do, isn't it? I was going to set ray tracing to low, so let's just going to save it because it does like to reboot sometimes. Come into here, we'll set it so you can't fully switch ray tracing off, so we can only set it to low. We can set this down to hideout as well, hideout only. The game has to restart. That might, if anything, as well. That might maybe fix my latency. We'll find out. It's still what are we thinking of the game now? So I mean, we've played what was that say? We played maybe 4 or 5 hours. I do think I'll definitely play this game more. I don't mind it. Or is my latency might be fully bugged, or it might be the game, to be fair. Doesn't seem to pick it up, does it? So yeah, that's the load time. I know people asking me about the load time. It's quite quick, isn't it? So that's the main menu bit there. Look. Boom. So that seems way faster, doesn't it? Like I say, it has been a while since I played other Assassin's Creed games, so I'm not sure I can actually really remember, to be honest, what they were like. That definitely does seem fairly fast, though. But look at this here. With ray tracing set to low, I'm getting 60. That way doesn't seem good. Considering I've switched it to low. Expecting maybe 70, which maybe in some bits we might maybe get that. Definitely can notice visually, though, with that switched off there. Black screen. Oh, no. Whoa, wait, what happened? It might be because... Hang on. I think it's because I've got MSI open. It's capturing that instead. Hang on. Damn. Let's see. Yeah, it's because I had MSI open. It sometimes breaks it. I was just playing by myself. Ignore what I said in the last like couple of minutes. I'm talking about how I can't see the difference between ray tracing. No, I can tell the difference with it switched off. All you can see is a black screen. Yeah, I'll try and remember that. It's just because when I have this open, because I'm using game capture, it sometimes when I reboot, it captures MSI instead of the game because it considers that as its own like application, obviously. It crashed. No, it didn't crash. It reset because I switched ray tracing low. I was playing the game. It just wasn't captured for my stream. So this is with ray tracing off, like I was saying. Back there, I'll go back to where I was because I was getting about 60 to 65. It does seem... So I started off down here. I'll run back through it. So I started off sort of down here. So bear in mind this is with ray tracing set to low now. So I'm getting like sort of 50 here, look. 50 to 60. Which is definitely not that great. Not that different even from with ray tracing maxed out. In terms of FPS, I think about 60. Now, if I come over here, sort of highs of about 70-ish in some bits. But like I was saying, I do think you can tell the difference with ray tracing from low to ultra high. Do definitely notice a visual difference. And if anything, my frame time looks a little worse. Look at these sort of spikes in the frame time. Don't know how easy... Can you notice the difference visually on the stream? Or is it a little hard to tell? It might be a little hard to tell. That is definitely disappointing though. I'd have thought we got way higher. With their ray tracing turned down. Core clock 227. Yeah, you might have a custom card that's overclocked though. Probably. This is a Founders Edition. Can't wait to try and hopefully get unlock some more moves. What's that over there? 240. Impossible to call your mount. Where's it trying to make me go? What's the route? Is this game using direct storage? I'm not sure. Alexandru, hello.
Whoa.
Wait, where am I? Now, let me know in chat what other settings you want to see at 4K whilst we're there. got ray tracing switched down. I could also have a look with multi-frame generation on again, but obviously it'll be probably fairly similar FPS to what we had with ray tracing on, really. I don't think it's drastically different, is it? I do wonder, we'll have to play through again a little bit once I get the full version of the game to see if it's how different it is. How's the game? I like it. The lows, although frame time does look a bit choppy in places, the lows aren't too bad. I think overall the consistency of FPS isn't like too bad. Like there's not any insane stuttering or unplayability in terms of that. It just seems like low FPS though. In terms of if you just add another sort of 10, 20 FPS to the average, the performance would probably be pretty good. I think, to be honest, Assassin's Creed games have always ran okay-ish in that sense, in terms of the lows, haven't they?
Is that you?
I don't recall any Assassin's Creeds running, like, horrendously in terms of stutter-wise.
A home is a shadow of what it once was.
Will I get the full version for free? Yeah. I have, like,
Come inside.
basically,
You can stay here.
you get different...
If you let us earn our keep.
It's hard to explain, really, but
Community here.
there are just different... I've got the game installed, but when I launch the game, there are different versions that I can launch from. If I try and launch from the full release now, it just won't work.
Welcome.
But I've got it in like a review launch of the game, if that makes sense. So once the full game comes out, I can just switch to the full, and it will launch the game through that instead. So seeing a little bit higher here, 70, 75, which is a little bit better. Still not amazing though, is it? Valhalla launch was bad, oh, is it? I don't think I didn't actually buy Valhalla at launch. I don't think I had it completely. I know Assassin's Creed games. Do you mean performance or just in general? Because I know Assassin's Creed games normally do have issues, but not from like a performance. It's like, do you remember Unity? It was like issues with the actual fundamental game as opposed to FPS, if that makes sense, or like the lows. I don't know what it was like with Valhalla on release because I didn't play that. To be honest, I haven't played many on release. I think the only ones I've played of recent times on release were Origins, but that was on PS4, and I played Mirage on PC. Probably the only two I think I played on release of like recent times. What version do I play? This is a review version. The game's not actually out yet.
Monta, I need you to fix something for me.
I don't just repair roofs, Miss Fumiko.
It was performance on PC. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't play that one. What have I got to do now? Upgrade? I can't upgrade it. You got two 4090s in Blender. I I'm probably... I wouldn't... I'm not the best person to probably speak to about Blender. I don't really... Never used it. Does it work fine on the 5090? I don't know. It could be something to do with... What do you mean you have two... Oh, you have two 4090s in the same PC? I don't know. It could be... I've never used Blender. What have we got to upgrade? Improve hideout. Already did, didn't we? Increase the shrine duration. This is the issue, is... The, I can't see the objective behind the overlay. Like 15 minutes? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. We upgraded that one. I can't upgrade that. Did I use the resources on the wrong thing? Details. Increase shrine boon duration by 15 minutes. What does that mean? Available scouts. I'm assuming that's in the stables, is it? Yeah, I feel like I have upgraded that. Scouts, yeah. Wait, what is this? I think I upgraded the wrong thing. Oh, I think I need more resources, I think. Oh no, now it's saying me to do something else. Build a forge. Oh, I've done what I needed to do then. Have I built a forge? Wait, what? It's telling me... Oh, that's just the next level, is it? Okay, how do I build then? Here we go. Okay, this is what I gotta do. Don't have enough resources, though. Alright, we need more resources. The settings at the moment, 4K native, but ray tracing set to low. Let me know what other settings you want to see whilst I'm at 4K before we switch it down. Need to pick up some more resources, I think, here. It doesn't let you mount the horse until you're outside. Actually, there might be resources dotted around, mightn't there? Last time there was resources here. I think we're going to have to go and find some. Look at the speed of her running. This game hot tour, what does that even mean? I know what those things mean separately, but what does that mean together? This game hot tour. Does that mean you'd spit on that thing? Not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Did we want to maybe max everything out again, and we'll drop the DLSS preset down a little more and just see DLSS 4 image quality. See what that's like at lower lower presets. If I save it, in case it reloads. So we'll switch those ray tracing back to ultra high, and we'll switch that back to the max, which is that one there. So it will load me to last checkpoint. We've been playing new Silent Hill. What, Silent Hill 2? I have actually already played that on the 5090. Whoa, this is way too many people. Where did they all come from? So the rain does actually drop you another little bit of FPS as well. DLSS performance. Yeah, we can have a look. Let's switch it. I'll switch it to balance first, just because we actually didn't see balanced either. And then after that, I'll switch down to performance. Because we only really saw quality, didn't we? Put it to balanced. Yeah, really not seeing such big increases though, by dropping that upscale setting. It's giving us about 85 here. It's not too bad, I suppose. Overall balance is pretty good for DLSS 4. You're not really going to notice too much difference there, so I guess that's a positive, but yeah, still not sort of insane FPS. To get anywhere near 100 like this, you have to use frame generation. I could climb that, couldn't I? Bonjour, oui oui.
This is hostile. Best to go unnoticed.
Je m'appelle. That's it, that's all I got. J'ai à la pêche. Poulet. That's it. I'm out. I'm out of words. You can use frame generation, yeah. I've got it overridden to multi-frame generation at the moment. So if I switch that on, it will be ×4. Wow. That guy got absolutely wrecked. I need to try and get to that building. I've kind of gone the wrong way, really, haven't I? Oi, oi, mush. Oh, I can't. It won't let me climb that. Wait, hang on, there's a box. So yeah, realistically, I don't think you'll be able to tell between DLSS 4 quality and balance here. It looks fine. I think the quality is very good. Seeing sort of break 90 FPS there a little bit. Definitely going to be better than quality in terms of FPS. Thanks to you discovered that you have to activate DLSS 4 in the Nvidia app. Nice. I want from that video. Yeah, hopefully it helped. It's a little confusing. But I think once you do it a couple of times, as long as you can get it working where it actually loads your games on the app, sometimes the odd game it won't actually load and you have to add it or refresh it. As long as the game supports it, you should get the option to enable it through there. $50.90s. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I got my Founders Edition. I got that for MSRP, so I think that was like 1,950, was it? I think. But definitely some of those custom cards were absolutely insane, like almost $3,000 at one point.
Hello there. I organized the game for the children here, but none came.
Cutscenes are still capped at 30. 30 though.
Would you be interested?
That's what you're seeing here.
There's a reward.
It sounds like fun, but no thank you.
But I went to so much trouble. If you change your mind, I will be waiting.
Bad RW, thanks for subscribing. Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, I have played that. I've got it. So we need resources still. Where am I likely to find resources? Should I just try and get inside whatever this is? Some sort of military camp. Where is everyone? I do like that. Did you see that? Do some quite nice animations when you're jumping off of stuff. Like that. That's pretty cool. Thing is we need, what was it? Was it hay or something? Have I got Still Waits the Deep? I did get that actually. It was on sale, wasn't it? Got that recently. What's that red marker?
I can't let them see me.
Oh wow, there's loads. Ray tracing is on, yeah. There's loads. I can't really double assassinate yet. I feel like that'd be quite useful. Refill tools. Are they both going to come together? No. Software in there. Oh, what, on the screen? It's MSI Afterburner. Oh, there is resources in there. How do we get in there, though? Smuggle resources. Dude, I'm like a ninja. This guy doesn't fall for it. I'll just go for him. What the hell? Where the hell did you come from? What on earth? Don't want the other guy seeing. Oh, he's seen. Oh, God. Get me out of here. Where the hell did that other guy come from? Mr. Samir, hello. Have they forgotten about me? What is this guy playing at? Are you seeing me? Oh, God. Jesse Gaming, hello.
What was that sound?
You're playing it now? You get it early, did you? No.
I'll handle you.
There we go. How's life? Is alright. How about you? Can also do this as well, look.
What did I hear?
Oh, there's two of them, isn't there? There's still one inside.
What could that be? Are you trying to pick a fight?
Refill? What was that? Refill tools? I don't know what that is. Is it Nvidia that's paying you to do this? What do you mean? To do what? Is Nvidia paying me to play a video game? No. I like playing video games. Intel. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I play video games because I like playing video games. Let's drop the preset down a little bit. I had it on FSR 4 balanced. So let's drop it down to performance. So if we put it down to performance there. How else did I get a 5090? I paid for it. What do you mean? I bought one. Let's see if we potentially, what are the we've done quite a few waypoints there. I can't actually do that. Can I upgrade stuff? I've probably got a better weapon. I have. We do armor as well. Have we got that? This dude is a shill. Who, me? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What are you talking about? A shill for Nvidia? No, I mean I was on the 9070 XT yesterday. Was that? Am I shilling for AMD? So performance here, really I don't think gain too much when you drop the upscaling presets really. We're seeing 70, might probably get into the 80s or so. How do I see what resources that I have? You're not a shill like this game totally is good. What I have literally got absolutely no idea what you're talking about. It doesn't even make sense. I can't even make sense of what you're trying to say. It doesn't make any sense. The grammar doesn't make any sense. What model of 5090s? I've got a Founders Edition.
I need a closer look. Kitty might scare the animals.
7-year-old managed to find my channel. Probably. I mean, he says, what's it? Oh, he's joining women's sports. I mean, whatever helps you get through the day. That's what I can say. If that helps you get through the day, you just go for it. Can I get rid of him? Yeah, let's get rid of him. Vanille. It's been a pleasure. It's been a journey. But the journey ends here.
This place is hostile. Best to go.
This is where we part ways. It's emotional. But that's it. I'm going to try and get back to the objective. Graphics look quite nice here. I mean, this still looks pretty incredible, even at performance, doesn't it? Can't really tell any noticeable difference. Don't know how clear it is on the stream, but can't really notice any massive difference, even between quality, balance, and performance here. Looks just really good. Still dips down though, close to 60. I mean, I'm getting even dips down under 60. There's definitely something funky going on in the game. Even at performance, still gets such aggressive drops down in FPS. Seems wild. I'm definitely interested to see how this Plays on the full version. Wait, Treble Champ, you've got the full version. What's it? How does it play? Ray tracing is on, yeah. You can't switch it off. You can only switch it to low. Well, you have low, medium, high, but you can't actually fully switch it off. Do you think the lighting in scenes like this looks way better than some of the other scenes? Some of the other scenes don't look that great. Swap DLSS. You should be able to override it from the Nvidia app. At least I've been able to. Can I build a forge? I don't think I can. God damn it. How do I get all those... How do I get those resources? Is it on the... Is it on the map where I can see where I can get those? It is DLSS 4, yeah. Can't turn off ray tracing even in the menu. No, you can't fully switch it off, no. You can only... The lowest you can go is just low. So this is it here, ray tracing quality. You can only go low. You see? You can't fully switch that off. Even up here, ray trace global illumination. You can't fully switch it off. It just limits it down to the hideout. I'll set it down to ultra performance in a sec as well. See what that does, because pretty impressed by performance. DLSS 4 performance looks very good, I think. In this, I know in some other games with that settings have seen some image issues, ghosting and stuff, but I don't see any problems here. This game released tomorrow. How can I play it? I get a I'm in the Ubisoft partner program, so I can get game codes early because I've got the channel, so I can play it. I've only been able to play it 2 days early. Sometimes it can be a little bit earlier with some games. I actually only got accepted fairly recently. I did actually get Star Wars Outlaws early as well, but I was kind of busy around that time, and I didn't really play it early. That was the first game, technically, that I was able to get. But the embargo on this only lifted yesterday, so wasn't able to play it before that. So look at the lighting here. That still looks very good, doesn't it? Native 20 FPS. No, native's about 50 to 60, depending on where you are. Some dips down. Worst we saw was in the kind of 40s, high 40s, in the worst areas. Oh wow, I want to climb that up there. Look at that. Ray tracing low setting is much more performance software fallback. Okay, cool.
Seize the moment.
Yeah, so look at this here. This looks really good. It's only, it is pulling way less power than what we've come to see in other games with sort of similar settings like this. Even at native, I was only pulling maybe like 450, 460, where realistically in a game at 4K with ray tracing, I'm normally pulling like 580. So it's way down. I think I might have already climbed that, didn't I? I think that was the one that I did. I want to try and just get these Get these resources. That's not the right button. How do I get the map? So I do have this as well. Have I got... Where's the katana? Is there regular enemies? Oh, I don't have enough points. Shrines honored. Yes, I'm not sure if there's a way that I can find the resources or just come across them randomly is how I've gone about it.
Did you see that old woman's face when I took a piss in the street?
So I can't really venture off into these other areas. That'll probably be the next area. Maybe head down here because I haven't actually... How do I place marker? No. Why? Not actually ventured over here. Can it run the game at 8K? Depends what you classify as running it. What amount of FPS do you class as being able to run something? Because technically 5 FPS you're running it, you know?
Oh,
Took a bit of a shortcut there.
if I'm seen, I'll have to fight my way out.
How many people are here then?
I better do a
Damn, bro. He was sleeping. Everyone's sleeping. Nope. Why did I not assassinate?
Come for me.
Have I got self set to expert? Is that a setting? We got silk. Oh, he's a big boy. You know what we do with big boys? Oh no, I can't get him. It's red. No. Oh, I've had a shocker. What on earth just happened? That guy got absolutely wrecked. Straight back into the bushes. Is that a civilian or an enemy? I never... There's loads. I don't really know if I need to take out the civilians. Oh, there's resources. This is what we need. What is it? It won't let me do it. Oh, there's loads here. So I do actually, whilst I'm here, let's switch it down to ultra performance as well before I'll drop to 1440p for a bit and we'll have a look at that as well. We've got ultra performance. Oh, there isn't. There isn't no ultra performance. That's interesting. Okay, well in that case, we might as well switch frame generation on. So it will be multi-frame generation. Should got an average of about, what, 76 there. What's our FPS going to be like? It's probably going to be... There you go, 260. Shee! Easy. I'm going to test out my theory and see if it actually... if we have to kill civilians or not. That's definitely not a civilian. Oh, actually, none of these are. They're all round there, though.
I heard that.
The other guy's going to see me. Or has he? Oh my god. That's not gone well for them, has it? Oh, that was cool. Now, I think the waypoint... I think that's it up there, is it? Oh, okay. I definitely think there's some ghosting now with performance and frame generation. Something weird just happened. Is the game worth playing? I think so. Oh no, how do I get up there? Here we go. Frame generation is on multi-frame generation, yeah, so getting an average, I mean, we're almost seeing it break 300. If I do that, we'll break it. We've got DLSS set to performance as well, so with all the graphics maxed, it's the highest FPS you can get in terms of using scaling and stuff. Which have absolutely no use for FPS like this for me personally, but with what the ghosting, yeah, I don't know if it was ghosting. I mean, it looked like it was, but I need to play just a little bit more and see if we see it anywhere else, because it doesn't seem to do it. Mostly, I'm not seeing it, so I'm not quite sure what that was that I saw. Or if it was maybe something popping in, because it's kind of in the corner of my eye. I want to wait until we maybe get to the daytime. It might be a little bit easier to tell. Definitely do think you can tell the difference in quality, though. You'll definitely notice the quality is a little bit worse. Even though we're using DLSS 4, I do still think performance things do sometimes get a little bit rough. Still much better than 3, but... Now, I wonder if I have enough resources now. I don't even know how you can actually look at what you have. How do I see how much I have of stuff? Salvage. We've definitely got enough wood, actually. Oh, look, there's a button here to change season. That's cool. I don't think I can use it yet, though. Oh, there's something here. Impossible to call my mount. Talk to someone. Who?
Sounds like a big fight. I'll need a better view.
Here we go. What's this? Damn. Did you get involved? Get him! I was hoping I was trying to assassinate someone, but it didn't work. It wouldn't let me actually target onto anyone. Okay, this is a bit glitchy. Can't get close enough to him. This isn't a fair fight, is it? Look, completely outnumbered.
They need help.
Tried to force DLSS 4 to help a friend on his PC. RTX 3060 mobile wasn't working. There's an update for GeForce cards. What do you mean? You mean the most recent driver? I do have that, yeah. I wasn't really getting the bug where it said unsupported in the Nvidia app anyway. I didn't really see that issue personally for like my own usage. I just saw other people having that problem, but only real issue I had was in one game, I think. It wasn't in the Nvidia app, so I couldn't force, but I could just add it manually. What's happening? I can't attack him. Game goes on, hello. Did it fix that bug now? Oh, you asking other people? Yeah, no, I don't know yet. Could maybe look online and see if it it sounds like, was that the intended result though? Was that they were trying to fix it?
I didn't think anyone would come.
You expected reinforcements?
Only half-heartedly. When my father called for aid, thousands would come. I sent letters and not a soul replies. Except you. I am Kyonyo.
No, it wasn't a letter that brought me here.
Do I think this game's optimized or not?
No matter what brought you here.
It's optimized in the sense that there's not any stuttering and stuff. The lows are like pretty decent. It's just the overall FPS though isn't that high. But the stability of the game I think is fine. It's just the actual FPS isn't that high.
So all you see here is all who are left.
Our precious hunger.
Mixture of the two. It's not a stuttering issue, but it's like a average FPS issue.
To build a castle in its place on our land.
On terms of like I would have thought performance would be a little bit higher. Like your overall FPS would be a little bit higher.
We'll never stop fighting Oda Nobunaga.
He burned my home to the ground too.
So that's what brought you here.
No, I made a promise to my father to retrieve a box that was stolen by one of his murderers.
A father's wish is a powerful thing. Disobeying mine cost me everything.
My father cut the ear off one of the men. I was told he might be near Sakai, so I found you.
One ear, eh? When Oda Nobunaga took over, he put one of his most savage dogs in charge. Wada Koretake. Many call him the one-ear demon.
This game is optimization. Yeah, in terms of the actual FPS, but I was just saying the lows are actually quite good.
To his core.
So although the lows at the moment are bad, but it's just because I've got frame generation on. But you know, we could average, if we're averaging 60 FPS, our 0.1% low will be like 45 or 50. Like that's a pretty good low compared to a lot of games you'll see. Like most games you will not see with lows like that. So the stuttering and stuff isn't really an issue. It's more of an issue of the actual total FPS. Like it would be better, more optimized to be 80 FPS with like a 60 low, you know. I'd like to see that slightly higher FPS. But in terms of the stuttering, I don't really had any like visible. If I wasn't measuring it in MSI, I don't really think I'd have even had any really visual stuttering at all. Even in the cutscenes and stuff's okay. Like the switching between gameplay and cutscenes seems fine as well.
Why is the sword your first response?
Now, this is Yaya. Fought for my father.
Have I played Rise of the Ronin? No.
Like he did.
Not true.
I was thinking about it. I've never played it before, but I did a poll for it, and there just didn't really seem like there was much interest.
Not another corrupted for Kyonyo's hopeless cause.
And then this came out, so I've sort of been checking this out.
My father taught me that as long as we are breathing, there is hope.
It's good to see some people still listen to their fathers.
You wound me.
You both seem steadfast on your path of destruction.
Play the new Armor.
I heard
Armor
of the
Reforger.
Koretake's men speak
I
of the
have
chief
played that.
executioner, Nanatsumatsu.
Played that already.
He may know where to find Koretake. But I know the place. No one visits and returns the same. Especially not a lone guard.
You didn't see her fight. She'll be fine. Still, we'll need allies. Find Mitsumune at Nunobiki Falls. He leads the last survivors of Honganji, who have formed an Ikki.
I will go to them. Thank you.
There's a farmhouse near the river. Meet me there when you're done.
Right, now I do want to switch it down to 1440p now, just because it's been a while. I haven't actually dropped it down at all. Played a lot of 4K, obviously, because probably most people using this really ideally would be probably 4K or maybe 1440p. I doubt probably not too many people playing at 1080p on this. This GPU. I'll switch it all back to native though, so frame generation's off. Scaling's all off. And if you come in here, I'll drop it down. So I'll switch it down to 2560 by 1440, which is obviously 1440p. And I'll change that on the screen as well. Play through this for a little bit. Hopefully it's a bit better than obviously 4K, but I know from yesterday when we had a look, where we didn't really gain that much FPS really. Yeah, look, what the hell? You barely gain any FPS going from 4K dropping the resolution down. That's crazy, but you see my usage here, look, 88% it was dropping down to, so that's really poor, I think. That's like basically no different from... I'll tell you what I will do. I think I'll restart the game too, just to make sure. I'll save it and restart, just to make sure that we're not messing with it by switching it. How long did you wait for a reply from the Ubisoft Creator Pro? Oh, I don't know. Months. Maybe like 4 or 5 months. Something like that. I can't remember now. I applied for it like ages ago. Definitely a couple of months. Oh, it's not gonna hang on, bear with me, because it's not gonna capture. Give me a sec. And I don't even, hang on. Oh no, that has worked. There we go. There it is. Sorry, it's just MSI messes it up. Ray tracing's on at the moment. So yeah, that was pretty much our FPS there, which is pretty shocking at 1440p. Just about breaking 70 FPS there, so that's obviously a little bit better compared to 4K in this scenario. It'd probably be more like 55 or 60, so you're looking at maybe 10 or 15 FPS increase, but that's really not that much, is it? Considering what you'd normally see in other games, and we're seeing usage there, definitely. It's not really fully utilising the GPU anymore. Seeing it fairly frequently drop down to 90%. So, definitely something funky. 89% we're seeing there. Everything else as well looks fairly similar. Power 400 watts. VRAM 11 gig. It's pretty much the same as 4K, that, isn't it? Yeah, that's a real shame. Would definitely expect that to be higher.
Trimmed with gold?
Why do you want that? It doesn't help you shoot any better.
It's for a gift.
Sorry, I'm no artisan.
Have I updated the drivers today? Yeah. Yeah, I can. I had to DDU my AMD drivers, obviously, and install the 5090 fresh with the new drivers. So the current drivers I've got at the moment are actually from March 18th. 572.83 is the latest. I assume that's what you mean. That's the version, though, 572.83, so... yesterday.
My swords are forged from fine...
Do you sell teppo?
Everyone's impressed with Teppo, but they can't beat a sharp blade. Can I show you some swords?
I thought you were using DLSS at 4K. DLSS balance at 4K is 1440p native. What do you mean? Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. No, I do wonder, where was I going? I was trying to head over this way, wasn't I?
Whoa.
I think I can just pretty much follow that road. So we definitely do have higher FPS because we're seeing 80 FPS a little bit there, but it's just that usage. We're not really going to see the full power of it because it's not actually utilizing the GPU. Sort of missing out performance there. Whereas at 4K, this was about 50-ish, 50 to 60 FPS, so it is obviously increased a little. Actually, in this exact area, I remember it was about 50, wasn't it? 53 or something. He's referring to what it's upscaling from. Yeah, but he said 1440p native, though. If it's native, it's not upscaling from anything. Studio driver or game driver? Game driver. I wouldn't want the studio driver.
Oi.
Taking a little bit of a shortcut here. Oh, okay, hang on. We don't want to be in this area. It's level 35. Has that entered the new... Oh, it has. I've had a shocker there. I thought that was in the... We could just run through it, couldn't we? Do you think? Or is that a terrible idea, probably? Is this enemies? That looks like enemies.
It'll be less trouble if I stay out of sight. Whoa.
Try and just find a way around. Did I get an... I did get an early copy, yeah. Can we get up there? Oh no, they've got sticks on the top. I'm running on a 9800 X3D, yeah. How do I do this without getting into a fight? Just because the level is so high. I think we're safe. Cool Gaming, hello. Oh no, it's bad, it's bad. What level is he? I can't s Oh my god, he just killed me in one. No! Oh no, I thought I was safe. Yeah, he's definitely a higher level than me. It's one hit. That's crazy. Full health, one hit. See if I can just get around and I won't even bother. I thought I might be able to take him. But we'll never know. Never know how much damage I'll have actually have done. We, tell you what, I'll save it and we'll switch ray tracing to low and see if it does any better with that. It will, I think. Will it? It might take me back to the last checkpoint. So we'll set ray tracing quality to low there. I'll set that to its lowest as well. What are the other settings? Screen space of flex, texture pool, texture streaming pool. That'll probably help you out a little bit as well. I'll leave the other settings just max for now, just so we can see ray tracing. It's going to load me in for the last checkpoint. So this is without ray tracing, seeing probably another 10 to 15 FPS there, I think. It's going to be a little bit better as well. Ideally, I'd like to see really 100, but I don't think we're going to get that. As long as I don't get in any combat, I think I could loop right the way around. Low settings for 5090? No, these aren't. It's not fully low. It's just ray tracing set to low. Everything else is maxed. Ultra high still. Do you think the game does definitely noticeably look a lot worse with this kind of setting and lighting? In the daytime, it looks quite nice. Do you want how much VRAM? Most VRAM I saw, I think, was about... When we put frame generation on, I think it was only about 11 or 12 gig. It used more on my 9070 XT. It used a bit more, like 13, I think. Was 13 the most we saw? I think it was around about that. So in that region, didn't really see any more than 14 gig at 4K with everything maxed. That was really the most we saw, I think. Would it be better to go take this path? It's going to be the top of this mountain, isn't it? Oh wait, there's another waypoint here. Might as well try and get these for later when I can fast travel. Might as well climb it. Let's hope there's no enemies here. Seeing it actually break 100 FPS here.
Easiest way to stay safe is to stay hidden.
Oh god, there is enemies. Is it that? It is that. Can I not just... Might have to stealth this. I can't assassinate them though. Can I sneak this, do you reckon? Yes. Where's the There it is. What level are they? Like 35, I think? Yeah, they're level 35. I'm like level... What level am I? Where do I see my level? Will not see it on here? I'll be on inventory, won't it? I'm level 6. They one-hit me. And I can't even assassinate them. I tried that last time and it didn't go that well. I literally tried to assassinate him. He hit me once and I lost full health in one hit. No! No! Wait! Wait! Wait, no, what happened? I jumped. I did the jump. What was that? I did the jump. There it is. What was different? I don't know. Not sure what I did. Imagine that. That was it. Game over. And I just have to start again. God. That'd be tragic. There goes my hero. Aim for the trees. Yep. Or is it aim for the bushes? Okay. So let's maybe, I'm going to max ray tracing back and then check some DLSS. So if we save this again here. Just because I think it's going to load checkpoint again, potentially, if I max it out again. It is going to. So yeah, definitely can tell the difference with ray tracing set to low versus ultra high. That rain looks odd bouncing off the back of the character. Does the 9070 XT handle this game well even? I mean, it handles it okay. Depends what you mean though, like what settings, or you know, if you're looking at 4K, when we tested that, it's about 2530. 1440p was more 50 to 60. I'd say it's probably handles it fairly well, even better than average. Most games we've tested, 4K ray tracing doing 2530. With it all maxed out on a 9070 XT is some of the best performance we've seen, really. But the game could definitely have better FPS. What's this guy saying? Ran down. Ran down. You need to calm down. Oh! He's using the R word. What's going on? I think people got out of bed, out of the wrong side of bed today, no?
Hold up.
It's almost the weekend. It's because it's halfway through the week, isn't it? It's a rough day. I feel that. It gets to you. I'm gonna go over to that. Is it cut through here? I hear guns being shot. I don't want any part in that, but what I'm going to do now is let's get FSR on like I said I would. So, actually, I do want to check out DLAA, so I'll put that on there just briefly, because I do want to see the quality at 1440p there. Does definitely look better to have that than TAA, in my opinion. People just go insane when they see Ubisoft. Yeah, I mean, chat yesterday was alright, wasn't it? I don't think it was too bad. For some reason today. Sometimes people just, I don't know. I find sometimes people get really mad when I play on the 5090. I don't know why. I notice definitely more mad. People get more mad. I'm not quite sure why. Just at the thought of me playing on the 5090, people just get really mad. I don't know. Yesterday, I mean, 9070 XT, people weren't really too mad, were they? Right, we're back in the level 6 area. That's more my cup of tea. Do I think you should get a 5090 over 4090 right now? Probably not. I think it's less worth it to go from a 4090, really. Just because of the price and stuff. Overpriced card, Nvidia scam card. Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm the one who's wasted my money, not you, you know? I've done it, so you don't have to. You should be happy. I'm living off beans and rice, and you're there with a fish and chips. Because I spent all my fish and chip money on 5090. No, I'm joking, obviously. I appreciate it. I appreciate the watching, everyone watching. I just noticed, like, I definitely noticed different trends on, like, things that I test. I guess it is interesting. Oh my god, I'm getting 40 FPS at 1440p. That bit back there, that was, yeah, this game does definitely need a patch or two, because I'm getting 80, I'm getting 90 now. My FPS has just doubled in the last little bit. It's gone from 40. 90 to 100. That's quite the change. Secret social experiment. No, it's more hard for me because sometimes I don't know what people want to see sometimes. That's why I try and do the polls sometimes, because it gives me a bit of a better idea of like what games. Can I jump off here? I'm a bit scared that I might jump to my death again. Oh my god, it's happened. Oh. No, we're good. Is there no jump from there? Am I blind? Where's the jump? We got to do the jump. Oh, it's there. Dude, they do it in a way where you can't... Oh, can you not actually jump from there? That's a... What? You can't. Why? I want to be out... I want to make the whole jump. Right, so now we definitely need to get some DLSS. Dude, I keep wanting to say FSR. It's breaking my brain switching from AMD to Nvidia and back. Oh, just getting it all wrong. Switch this to quality here. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? 100. We'll take that. How bad is the FPS near that? What was it? That tree area? See, I think here the game looks really nice and colourful. But when we had that scene, the lighting before, it just looks so bland. So it still does drop down quite aggressively here, but nowhere near the 40s. Pokemon, hello! What Pokemon are you?
Whoa.
Oh, dude, there's... Where the hell am I? Oh, God. Get me up that hill. Oh, my God. It'd be easier just to run this with the speed. Look at the speed. Get me out of that gorge. No! What the hell? Here we go. Quite a nice view from up here. Someone talking. 100 FPS, I mean, you can play like this. DLSS 4 quality. Not going to have any issues with that. Still looks very good.
Are you alright?
The dinos squabble over rice and trample the innocent. I have lost everyone I love. So I'm leaving tonight. On a ship to anywhere. To the 8 hells for all I care. Could this be the only choice I have?
I know this pain well. I hope you can find peace somewhere far away.
There's no peace to be found in this land. That is for certain. I will go far away from here.
Would a 9070 XT handle this game pretty well? What settings? I did test this yesterday on the 9070 XT, so that is on my channel if you did want to see that. No, jump off. Right, I need to try and figure out this mission. Do we have enough resources yet? I've got loads of wood. Do you think we've got enough now? Let's try it. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, look at this view. It does, yeah. The full game releases tomorrow, yeah. Wow, we can see all the way over to the port. Now, where's the jump? Oh. Is this where... This is where I just was. Surely not. Have I just fast travelled? Oh my god. I think I've just fast travelled back to where I was. Long day.
I have to stay low.
Can I run faster than my horse? Looks like I probably could. Interesting though how power doesn't really change. GPU power and VRAM don't really change dropping to 1440p. It's still pretty much using the same as what we're using at 4K. Not massive difference there. Roach. Who wants it? You want it? I'll give it you. Oh. He's up, mush. Whoa! Damn it. He had a double knife. Let's drop the DLSS preset down a little bit. And then, or let's, I say first we'll put frame generation on, shall we? See how much we'll get with, at 1440p. Do we break 300? That is the question. Yes, we do. There it is. 300 and... Well, anywhere between 300 and 340, dipping down to 280. As you'd expect, I don't know, probably not realistically going to hold an average of 300 though. Have to maybe switch DLSS down a bit more. Still pretty crazy to see though. In terms of, doesn't really increase VRAM either, as like DLSS 3 frame generation would. I think overall it can't tell the difference between it on and off. Definitely can't at 1440p. I've always said it for me personally. I mean, I have like absolutely zero need for 250. But it's good to see it anyway, isn't it?
Easy.
Got no fans. You got no ground. Oh. What's happened? Oh, is this where I get to change the seasons? I think I can change the seasons. Can I? I'm not quite sure what I just completed. It seemed like that's where it was going, didn't it? Yeah, season change. There you go. So I think now I've unlocked that. So if I come into here. Oh, it's grayed out still. It's currently unavailable. Oh. Maybe I can't use it yet. You want some? I'll give it you. You want it? Oh, I still can't afford it. No way. I need 40. What even is that? Like hay or something? Damn it. Seems like I've got some other mission in now, though. Improve hideout. I am so confused. I feel like that is still the mission. Objectives. He can be found. Build a forge. No, it's still that. Oh, where can I get this resource? Is there none knocking about? There was some resource here last time, wasn't there? Damn it, I shouldn't have wasted it building that other building. Absolute noob. Can I pinch this stuff here? Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to find it. Did the 9070 XT do good on this game? Yeah, it was pretty good. So I'll switch multi-frame generation back off, and we'll maybe just drop the preset down a little bit and just have a look at the quality there. Did anyone want to see 1080p as well, or shall I just maybe go back to 4K? So I won't bother doing 1080p if no one's really too interested in it. Drop this down to balance for a little bit. Everyone pray for Ange. Did you see that video of him like getting Larry at a fan? Oh, he's such a bad look. He gets so angry at fans shouting stuff at him. I feel like you can't do that. Like if you're a manager, you can't be squaring up to fans when you lose a game and a fan just says something. I think that's a bad look. That's like a really bad look. To be honest, I think he's dumb. He's done Xeno'd. If he doesn't win the Europa, if he wins the Europa League, I think he gets one more season, but if he doesn't win that, I think he's gone in the summer. Like, there's no point in changing it now anyway. Might as well see what happens in Europa League. Once we get knocked out of that next round, he'll probably be gone. Right, look out for... I don't even... What is it? Barley or hay or something we need. Not beating you in the final. Man United aren't even going to make it to the final. Definitely feels a little bit more stuttery here at balanced. The low's definitely worse, isn't it? Look. 36.1% low from an average of 92. Definitely seems worse than when we were at 4K. Maybe it's just this area. There'll probably be resources around here, surely. Bit of pop in there on the tree as well. Surely this is resources over here. Wow, slice that pretty nicely. How is this not a resource that I can pick up? FPS seems yeah, it is pretty disappointing performance, yeah, especially at 1440p. You really might as well just stay at 4K, to be honest. Don't really gain much by dropping it down. Oh, look at these. Can I pet them? Oh my god, I can.
Junjiro will love you.
Oh, I'll pet the other one as well. It looks a bit sad.
You look like a friend.
Have I tried 4K with frame generation? I have, yeah. I'll probably switch back to that in a bit. Come on, give me some resources. I should pay attention in the tutorial, really. Best way to get resources. Oh. Oh, they're quite a high level.
Stick to the shadows. I don't want trouble.
So I can get silk. Got loads of that. Like to see how the FPS... Lock the FPS. What, with multi-frame generation? Which resolution? How is there nothing down here? How does that make any sense? What are they blocking? I can't even take them. Top 3 video games of all time. I don't know if I could do 3. Yeah, I don't know if I could do 3. Last of Us and Battlefield, I'd probably put 2 in there just because single player and multiplayer franchises. What about you? I don't know what I'd put in as a third.
What could that be?
Dude, this is a deadly bush. You come in this bush, you're in big trouble. Do I have 4K? I'll try to have a look. Was it set to refresh 144? When I switch back to 4K, I'll have a look. Hide in the box. Someone's coming in. Oh my god. Oh no, who saw me? Red Dead 2, yeah, that's probably up there as well. It's hard to pick 3 though, I think. That's tough. Oh. New Katana, because I quite like multiplayer games as well. I like both. But to pick 3 is kind of tough. Oh my god, there's loads, guys.
Killed. Enemies are about.
Fable, yeah, that's pretty good. Fable 2. They're doing a new Fable, aren't they?
Search the area.
Even like Bioshock. I like those games. Bioshock, Gears of War. I really like those games. Oh my god. Whoa! Smashed up the gaff. Oh, I can't loot him.
I heard something. Bring her down.
Oh god. That was bad timing, wasn't it?
Where they go? The area. The search is complete. We have noted nothing suspicious.
Where did all these people come from? I swear I didn't see this many. Dude, getting all these katanas. Oh my god, where am I? Whoa, what? Oh no, what happened there? I must admit, I do quite like the increased speed of the character. Assassin's Creed, it can kind of be quite slow sometimes. Let's just drop this briefly down to performance. Check that as well. Yeah, I'll switch. I can switch multi-frame generation back on. I'll do that in a sec. So performance, hopefully stay a little bit more above 100. I'm really annoyed here that I can't... How do I get this resource? Can I not just buy it maybe or something? Unlock. What's that? I just need that resource though. Pet the dog. That's the mission. Can I pet that dog? Okay, I've got another mission here. Multiple scouts. What are these things as well then? What are they? Because I'm thinking I might be able to just buy the stuff off a vendor or something. I've done it again. No. Wait. No. Wait, where do I jump? Where can I jump? I feel like I should be able to jump in the water from there. Where do I jump then? Do you just have to go... Can I not make that jump? You can make that jump. Why couldn't I make that the other side? Those are mini hideouts. Okay. I just need to... Is there anywhere I can buy resources? Because that would pretty much help me out right now. I can buy the resources I need to build the forge. Because right now I can't actually progress with that.
If I'm seen, I'll have to fight my way out.
I'm sure there's a way I can collect it, but I spent... Any that I had I spent by accident on the other building. I was hoping to maybe get it through this, but... I can't climb that. So yeah, it seems like our average with the FSL performance at 1440p, 103 there. So that's what it takes to really get above 100. And as requested, I'll switch multi-frame generation back on. Which you'll probably, realistically here, I think probably see close to 300 really. There are vendors, yeah. I think I only have... I think there's only a food one though. I did see it. It was... Yeah, there's a food vendor, but... Gonna have to maybe... I don't really know if I've got any of the other ones. Gear vendor? What's it called? Is it called just like resource or something? Resource vendor. I don't really know if I have that. Oh, we've got a gear vendor there as well. Is it this one? Ornament? Port trader?
I get a cut too?
Port trader? That sounds... potential, that. Let me check that first before I do the mission. So with multi-frame generation on, I have got this overridden in the Nvidia app. It does definitely actually look more blurry, doesn't it? Compared to with that switched off. Can I disassemble one of the buildings? I don't know actually. Maybe. That's a good point. I'll see. I'll do this, do that mission, and then I'll go back and check because you might be able to there.
I have goods, both local and foreign.
He's got goods. Here you go. Oh, sweet. Here we go. We just need that. That's it. Boom. How many do I need, though? Is it 10? How many have I just bought? Have I just bought 2? I think we need 10. Was it 10? You know what? I'm gonna buy a load because it's not even that expensive. It was definitely not more than that. Boom. We can do it.
I will come back another time.
Return anytime.
I want more sake. Now! By the way, sir.
You can run frame generation. Yeah, I mean, our FPS was already high enough before switching it on where you won't really be able to tell any difference with the latency. It's a shame for some reason I can't quite demonstrate the latency increase here. For some reason it's not working on my video overlay. And it's completely disappeared at this point. It could just be the game though. It's maybe causing me an issue. What's the mission here then? What do I have to do? Talk to the... Talk to the blacksmith. Oh my god, look at the aubergines. Whoa! What's going on with the nice nice hat? That's pretty cool. Not seen anyone wearing that in the game as of yet. Where is this then? Do I have to do that? How do I do it? You put a little marker down. I can't remember how you do it. Let's see, loss of scaling. No, I did actually get loss of scaling, but I haven't actually looked at it yet. Got 1592 and the picture of frame generation is awful. Yeah, are you using multi-frame generation or are you just using DLSS 3 frame generation? Oh, it's not the blacksmith I need to talk to, it's the gunsmith. Where's he then? Oh, he's somewhere in here. .50 base FPS. We'll have to go to 4K for that. Here we go, this is it. This is the one I did yesterday, wasn't it? Am I liking the game overall? Yeah, I like it.
These later are the key to the better life, brother. Access to Imai Soju himself. He may invite you to a tea ceremony.
You are fool!
The beta is the one with the flow state settings. How do you access the beta? You just change it in Steam, do you?
These forgeries could overload Nobunaga.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I need to familiarize myself with it. Probably at the weekend, maybe, because I haven't really got time.
I'll be barred from all trade. You have wasted your more on these forgeries.
I use the human. Since you would be the one to profit from this.
What? My mom? How much did this cost me?
Now, do I switch back to 4K or do I switch to 1080p and have a look at that quick? So we maybe... out of just curiosity, I'll drop to 1080p native real quick just because I want to see how bad the FPS is in comparison to everything else. It's because I can't imagine it's going to be that great. I'll leave it on native AA, switch that off. And if we drop it down up here, so 1920 by 1080. What's that going to be like it? Okay, 80. I mean, it's still not amazing, but it's definitely better than 1440p. What have I got to do here?
Who are you?
Are you with the Imai?
Don't be a fool. She's just some street thief who heard your childish cries.
Who or what I am does not matter. Give me the papers and carry on with your lives.
What letters? I don't know what you're talking about.
They better not mess with me.
Be thankful I was the only one listening. Give me the letters, or Imai Soki will hear of it next.
No need to tell Master Sokyu.
Yeah, is the latency with lossless scaling, is that really high? I hear people saying the latency seems worse.
We just need to silence her. If you want them so bad, you could pay us 500 won.
You're wasting my time.
You are testing my patience. Do you know what I am? My people are born to kill. I am Shinobi.
You just have to open the app and lock it at 144. What do you mean? This is with ray tracing, yeah. Oh my god, we've actually found that resource there. Oh my god. Didn't even need to buy it. That's what I've been looking for this whole time. But that does mean... I think I have to kill the guy now, don't I? Yeah, I do. Shouldn't have messed with me, bruv.
These letters will help me.
Run. Use it to top up. Oh, you mean with frame generation? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, even just uncapped FPS, I didn't feel any latency difference at all. Or you're referring to lossless scaling? Yeah, I mean, if you cap your FPS with either of those things, then yeah. But I haven't actually used lossless scaling myself, so I actually don't know what it feels like. Right, I'm gonna get me back to that forge. $8K 60. Yeah, I have a... This monitor's 144, can be overclocked to 165, I think. But I don't ever use it at 165 because it doesn't work that well in a load of games. It just doesn't work at 165. I just get a black screen, so I don't really ever use that. My 1080p one's 240. And I checked DLA 4K full ray tracing. Cyberpunk has 55. Do you mean ray tracing or path tracing? Because path tracing in Cyberpunk, the 5090 isn't doing 55 FPS. Not at native 4K anyway. But this doesn't have a comparable setting. It doesn't have path tracing. Single PC or dual PC? Dual. Yeah, I have a separate stream PC. Path tracing is full ray tracing, yeah. Oh, I've gone the wrong route again. So yeah, we're actually we're at 1080p, aren't we? So I think overall, definitely not what we thought. It's not really, it's just not that great. Dropping the resolution down, you really just don't. You do gain some FPS, but you just don't gain the sort of the amount of FPS you normally would gain doing that with settings. And even everything else, power. I suppose power's down a little bit here at 1080p, but it's not massively down. Even VRAM's still pretty much the same as 1440p. Within like a, like we're pretty much hitting 11 gig there. It's not that different, is it? How's the game been thus far? I've been enjoying the game. I like it. Here we go. Get the forge. Boom.
The forge is done.
It's only taken me like 2 hours.
Parents will approve.
They were the best blacksmiths in Sakai before Oda Nobunaga killed them. Perhaps here I can honor them. I am in your debt again.
Nonsense. You belong here. And don't
Lost 20, 30 watts. Yeah, we lost a little bit, but it's not like massively different, you know?
This is very good.
Yes, it is.
It's normally you'd see a way bigger drop in power usage, drop in resolutions. You taking a nap? Can I take a nap? Because the FPS range, really, 4K native was... What was that? That was like 50 to 60 on average, really. And then 1080p here, we've got an average of 71. Realistically, probably more like 75 because we're 80 here. So there's like that little difference between those resolutions, which is kind of crazy. Do you wonder if I put some DLSS on as well? Do we still get that weird stuttering? Got a feeling maybe at low resolutions, if you use upscaling, you might get a bit of stuttering, which I do notice sometimes in other games. I know our lows seemed a little bit worse with DLSS on at 1440p, didn't they? I think the usage definitely has come down as well on the GPU, but it has mostly stayed in the 90s, hasn't it? We haven't seen anything lower than that. Sort of saw 85 to 90, but then no sort of 70 or anything. Do I buy the cards myself? Yeah, I do buy them myself. Rare. Say it. Hello. I'm not even sure what your name is. Say. TLOB. Tlob. Capping the FPS. Yeah, I was going to do that back. I was going to do that when I switch back to 4K because you want to see what multi-frame generation, right? Seen recently that power and MSI causes huge stuttering, long time bug. That was an issue, but I believe it got fixed in the latest MSI update. There was an issue with the GPU power. Yeah, being reported in MSI, but I'm pretty sure it got fixed.
Easy.
So I'll switch. I'll go back to 4K now then, and we can maybe test that out. I kept my FPS at 144. What am I looking for though? What the power usage? Oh god, damn it. If we go to native. So natively I'm using about 460 there. 450, 460. Giving us like a 50 FPS, 45 FPS here. What do ray trace reflections look like? Definitely not the, yeah, definitely, yeah, I'd say probably a little bit underwhelming, yeah. Because you can tell the difference between ultra and low, but realistically, there's only like a maybe 10 or 15, yeah, 10 FPS difference, or like 15 at best difference. To be honest, on Nvidia GPUs, I think it's more like 10. I think we noticed more like 15 when I was on the 9070 XT, but it's really not like a massive performance difference either. And even in like settings like this, I honestly don't even think you'd really be able to tell, to be honest. Think it's not fixed or post is fake. Why? What are they saying? It was an issue with 9800 X3Ds as well, but they did bring support to MSI Afterburner in the latest update. Same for 50 series GPUs, so I'm not sure. I mean, I personally, what are they saying the issues are? I think they're saying it was causing stuttering or poor lows. Haven't personally, like in this game at least, haven't really had that issue. Lows are overall pretty good. We've got 31 here, considering we're currently at 48 FPS. Average of 49, so not terrible. Multi-frame generation. Might feel a little bit of latency like this as well, actually. So FPS is a little bit lower. To be honest, I don't really think you can. Still says there's an issue. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see the post, really. I don't really know what the post is like saying exactly. It has been an issue for a long time though. It is a known thing. I just thought there was some improvements to it as of recently. Does this game stutter at all? Not really, no. So that's it at native anyway. We're at native and we've got multi-frame generation, so ×4, seeing about 164 average there. That's not really done too much to the power though. I know you wanted to see me cap the FPS, was it to 144? I think we can do that in the game, can't we? Frame rate limit. Oh no, we can't cap it in the game with multi-frame generation on, can we? I'll cap it in River Tuner. So I think we were drawing about 450, 460, weren't we? With it completely uncapped. Capped at 144 here. It's not really down that much. Maybe, you know, 30 watts, 20 to 30 watts. It's not a massive difference. I forgot to change the... We're at 4K, aren't we? Damn, it's been like that for a while. Yeah, it doesn't bring power down that much. I mean, I could see 60. Could do it at 60. That's brought it down quite a bit. Seeing 270, 280 now. This feels really... This does not feel good at all, though. This feels like... The latency feels really bad here doing this. Look at my GPU usage, 33%. But I say the latency here feels really noticeable. Right. I'm gonna have to end it there, I'm afraid, because I gotta head off and get some stuff done. It's been fun checking this out though. But try and maybe check it out on the 5070 Ti as well, maybe. I do want to also hopefully try out the Half-Life 2 ray tracing demo tomorrow as well. I need to actually get it because I don't actually know if I have it. So if you're interested in that, it should hopefully be on similar time to today, and we can have a look at that as well. Put the 5090 through its paces. But aside from that, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you later.